There's plenty of things to bang your head on under here, so do be careful if you're working on one of these. Ask me how I know. Alright, welcome. Today I'm going to do a 50-hour service on this Kubota B2650. I'm a first-time tractor owner. Don't know much about tractors. I got the owner's manual. I got all the goods. And I'm going to do it right here in the woods. Hey, that rhymes. This is what I got here. I'm going to do it right where she sits. I have a free Harbor Freight tarp and a cheapo car seat padding. I don't know where that came from, but it's here, and I'm going to lay down on top of it. So we got to change the oil in the engine. We got to change the hydrostatic filter. We got to change the hydraulic filter. So there's 3 filters, and we're going to check a few other things too. All right, so it doesn't look like too bad of a job. This is the oil filter right here. A couple of hoses to push out of the way and get that off. What's cool about this is it has 2 oil plugs, one on each side of the oil pan, which goes through the center there with the drive shaft for the front wheel drive. On this side back here, I believe that's the hydrostatic filter. And on the other side is the hydraulic filter for all the controls in the pump. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so I got all the materials that I think I'm going to need here from the Kubota dealer. I got the oil filter. I picked up the fuel filter. Doesn't call for the fuel filter at 50 hours, but it does at 100 hours, so I decided to just pick one up. We'll take a look at it. If it's any water in it, we'll change it. We got the hydrostatic filter and the filter for the hydraulic pump. When you pick these up, it's a good idea to make sure you know which one is which when you're getting them. The guy at the dealership wrote on it that this is the suction for the hydro filter, the hydrostatic. So I know that it goes with that because they look almost identical. Again, we go at the Kubota fluids, everything's stock. Time to get started. Quick little story. When I was looking at this machine at the dealership, I couldn't figure out how to open the hood. I was looking everywhere. I'm looking under here. This is how you open the hood on one of these things. You gotta turn this, and up it comes. Yeah, this, yeah. When they delivered the tractor, this thing was falling off. And I had glued it, but I didn't have the right silicone. I need something. I'm going to have to pick up some. I don't have any here. I'll make that stay for now. Alright. Look at this screen here. It actually looks beautiful. You want to tap that out. Get any crud off of that. It's like a pre-screen for the air conditioning, which is nice. Oh look, here's another one for the radiator. Well, some bugs. We'll get them out. Alright, so that's pretty clean. I'm going to reuse these copper compression rings. You hear it gurgling. I'm going to go loosen the oil fill cap. Let me get it loose. There you go. All right, that's enough of that. Make sure there's nothing in the threads, no dirt. Everything is nice and clean looking, which is good. The oil does not look terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure not to make these too tight. Just enough to feel a little squeeze. And I'm sure that that's good. Oh yeah, it's pretty tight. I'll do that. And do that. Okay, that might help. A lot of threads. There it is. It's important not to put this on dry, even though it's a nice looking O-ring right here. If you tighten it too much, you run the risk of pinching the gasket against that and ripping the gasket. So you always want to try and get a little bit of oil on it. And I like to use fresh oil. Let's see if I can get a little bit inside it. I don't like the idea of an engine starting up looking for oil with a dry filter, so at least there's something in there. I could see a little bit on the bottom in there. It looks pretty clean. You can actually see a little bit of residue from the rubber seal that was on there. Let's see, can we get it in there? Well, in all my years doing oil changes on cars as an auto mechanic, I would just maybe go a quarter turn past tight. All right, let's put some oil in it. Book calls for 4.2 quarts. And that's about 0.2. We'll check it, you know. We'll take a look. If we need more, we'll put more. All right, let's start it. Let it run for a second. Build up some oil pressure. No lights on the dash. Everything is good. Okay, let's check it. Dipstick is hard to get. We're going to wipe it. We'll put it back in. And pull it back out. And see where we're at. Looks like I could use some more oil. Let's take a look again. I'm on a little bit of a hill. You want the vehicle to be level. Yeah, it's close. There's the hole I should be at. So I might add a little bit because I'm not quite level. That's better. Oh, here's the air filter. It says top. A little crud in there. Look, it has a little cap for getting stuff out. A little dusty. I don't have an air hose. It's got some time left in it. I think they recommend that at 100 hours. I'll double check it. I'm sure I'm saving myself some money doing this myself. Plus, it gives me a chance to get acquainted with this machine. Alright, there's the fuel filter under there. Maybe it just turns off, but I don't want to break it. I'm going to have to Google how that comes off. I don't see any separation of any fluids in there, like there might be some water. It looks pretty good to me. Alright, there's the two different filters. This is the transmission suction side, and this is the HST filter. On the driver's side of the tractor, I'm going to see if I can do this quick. Says something like 1 full turn after it's seated. Yeah, that's all it's gonna go. I'm just gonna wipe this off here and we'll check for leaks after we run it. This is the one that everybody says is a bit of a challenge. I'll be ready to go with the new one as fast as I can. No way. It's slipping. Is it turning? Oh, it's turning. Alright, we'll get ready for to take the bath here. It was tight. I only get a little bit at a time. I think that might be good enough. Let me see now. I'm gonna be ready with this one. Oh. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, we got it. Not pretty, but let me get a rag. All right, so we're gonna wipe some of this stuff off. We got it done. A little anxiety on that one. So now this thing says no more than a half a turn once it's seated. That's good. We'll check if it leaks and fill her up. All right, I'm going to start by adding what I lost, which I think is right around a quart, and then I'm going to start it up. My only issue is, man, I don't know if I can get fluid to go in there. I need a hose or something. Is your oil filled all the way down in there? It's going in. All right, so there's a quart. We know we lost a quart. Of course, we're going to go into here. We're going to check the leaks just to see, make sure there's no leak at the seals. All right, and the last thing I got to do is check the torque on all the wheels. So the lug nuts on the front are 57 to 67 foot-pounds. I'm going to set it at 60. Back tires are 145 to 166. I'll put them right at 160. Should be good. Yeah, I think my wrench goes to about 150, so that's it. I'll go on the high end of 158. That's what we got.
Okay.
Oh, I need an extension. And that's not good.
So are you telling me you need some new tools for your tractor?
No, I have them. I have tons of tools. I just don't have them here.
Okay.
I'm going to just check those back lug nuts once I get an extension long enough to do it comfortably. So that's it. We got it all done. No problems whatsoever, really. Took a couple of hours, but, you know, I read the book. I went through it. I followed the directions, made sure it was all done right, and probably saved myself a couple hundred, maybe $300-400 in labor. Who knows? I like to do it myself, get acquainted with the tractor. Hopefully this video helps somebody. I know it helped me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.